Hello, fellow paranormal enthusiasts. Welcome to the most haunted places in Kentucky. Number 10, the Paramount Art Center in Ashland. It has a resident specter nicknamed Paramount Joe. Joe supposedly was a construction worker who hanged himself in the theater. He is said to make unexplained cold drafts, odd sounds, he moves items, and there were reports of people even seeing Paramount Joe. A well-known story is that the singer Billy Ray Cyrus came to the theater and signed autographs for everyone, including Joe. They got hung up, and when they took Joe's down for more room, they came back the next day to see Joe's hanging up and all the other autographed pictures were on the ground. Number 9 is the Octagon Hall in Franklin. It is a former plantation, and today it operates as a museum. Ghost hunters frequent the property due to several paranormal tales. A young girl reportedly burned to death in the building, and she is said to haunt it today. And imprints appear on unused beds, and disembodied voices are heard throughout the building. Number 8, the Jailer's Inn Bed and Breakfast in Bardstown. It was an operating jail from 1797 until 1987, and some prisoners supposedly never left. A female spirit, who is thought to have been a former jailer, is seen in the courtyard where hangings took place. Full-bodied apparitions are seen, and feelings of being watched are reported. Also, disembodied footsteps and phantom cries are heard. Number 7 is the Grandview Cemetery in Elizabethtown. It contains graves dating back to the 18th century. This cemetery is also known as Casey's Cemetery and the Gates of Hell. I prefer the name Grandview or Casey Cemetery. Reports of eerie sensations, disembodied screams, shadow figures, glowing headstones, ghostly orbs, moving trees, and reports of devil worship, all in this small cemetery. Number 6 is the Popelet Creek in Louisville, where a monster roams. Said to roam around a railway trestle along the Popelet Creek in the Fisherville neighborhood of Louisville, Kentucky. It is described as a half-man, half-goat creature, with its upper body being human-like and white fur-covered legs, wide-set eyes, sharp horns, and it is said to be able to mimic people or hypnotize them onto the train tracks when there's an oncoming train or off of the trestle. There are several stories about the origins of the Popelet monster, such as it being an escaped circus freak, a twisted version of a farmer who sacrificed ghosts for satanic powers, and another story about a farmer who got a bit too familiar with his goat. Whatever this creature is, I don't want to come face to face with it. Number 5, Mammoth Cave National Park in southwestern Kentucky. Caves were used as native burial grounds, and slaves were also forced to mine in the caves. There are several reports of paranormal activity. Full-bodied apparitions are seen, disembodied footsteps and voices are heard, and strange lights have been reported dancing around the caves. Number 4 is the Perryville Battlefield in Perryville. This was the largest battle of the Civil War to be fought in Kentucky. Over 7,000 men were killed, wounded, or missing. Due to that, many people claim this spot is extremely haunted. Many apparitions are seen on the battlefield, with some riding horses. Ghostly orbs are seen all over the area as well. Number 3 is Liberty Hall in Frankfort. It was built in 1796 by Senator John Brown, and today this building is said to be inhabited by 3 spirits. A Mrs. Margaret Vanek, who died of a heart attack in the home, is seen around the home today in a gray dress, and she is described as a friendly spirit. Another spirit is that of a Spanish opera singer who came to the home but vanished without a trace. She walked to the garden and then just disappeared. Many people think she was abducted. Today, her spirit can be seen in the gardens running, with her mouth agape, but silent. The final spirit is a War of 1812 soldier who is seen looking in a window, then he walks away and just disappears. Number 2 is Bobby Mackey's Music World in Wilder. This is considered one of the most haunted places in the United States, and it's only number 2 on this list. This building was once used as a slaughterhouse. 2 devil worshippers murdered a woman by the name of Pearl Bryan around the area, and she is said to haunt the building along with her murderers. Another woman by the name of Johanna, who committed suicide here, is said to haunt the nightclub. And another legend is that there is a portal to hell in the basement where spirits can come in and out of hell. And at number 1 is the well-known Waverly Hills Sanatorium, considered one of the most haunted places in the United States, if not the world. It was constructed to house tuberculosis patients, with as many as 8,000 people dying in its halls. The current structure opened in 1926 and closed in 1961 due to tuberculosis cure being discovered. Now on to the haunted happenings. A chef is seen in the kitchen with food smells being reported. A young boy and girl are seen playing. A lady apparition with bleeding wrist is seen. A phantom hearse has been seen behind the sanatorium. Orbs and cold spots are reported all over the building and grounds. The aptly named body chute, where the dead bodies were moved from patients' view, has figures seen in it and strange sounds heard, and other disembodied sounds are heard all over the building. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not like and share the video? It would be much appreciated. If there were some haunted places in Kentucky that weren't on this list you think should be, please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And if you want to see more of my content, subscribe for more paranormal activity, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.